Hello दोस्तों, I am Arnab Guha from Impeccable Innovations Private Limited. It's a agri-health food startup from Bangalore, India, Karnataka. And today we have with us is Dr. Suman Saraf from Telangana, who has been working in the sector of autism and differently able children. With a hope we can start from where we left last time. And please give your introduction. And
Good morning, Arnab. So, I'm basically an autism specialist and also a clinical psychologist. And I work for autism and try to create a lot of awareness in this field.
Yes, डॉक्टर सुमन सरफ हमें ये बताइए कि ऑटिज्म होता क्या है, व्हाट इज ऑटिज्म एंड व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंट बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ ऑटिज्म फॉर द जनरल पॉपुलेशन.
Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder, and for general people, I can say that they should know that it comes from the womb. It is not that it comes after the child's birth, but the symptoms starts after 18 months. Till 3 years, we can see more symptoms, and between these 18 months to 3 years, we will see regression in the child. Before 18 months, what they are, suppose they are speaking few words. After 18 months, you will see they start using less words. Their eye contact will start reducing. Their interactions will be poor. The response to name will be poor, and many things will go into regression.
Correct.
The second thing is that autism it is mainly due to the mitochondrial dysfunctioning.
Okay.
So, what is mitochondrial dysfunctioning? Mitochondria is present in each and every cell of the body, and it produces ATP. ATP is known as adenosine triphosphate. So, in autism, mitochondria doesn't produce proper ATP. Due to that, their every sense doesn't work properly. Whether it is name response, touch, then taste, olfactory, auditory, visual, everything is challenging in them. And due to that, what is happening? The child isn't able to respond to anything, even to the environmental cues, even to the name response, even to the touches. Even some kids smell everything. Some kids take everything in their mouth. Some kids touch everything and try to know about them or explore. Some kids, even with a small sound, they just close their ears or they run away from that place, or they start screaming also.
So autism is not a genetic disorder, correct?
It's not a genetic disorder, but there is a mutation in the genes. It is not coming from the ancestors. Now it can come. Suppose a child with autism, he is there or she is there, and they get married or they have a child. So maybe the child can have a genetic disorder inherited from the parents, whoever is having autism. This can happen, but it's not. It didn't came from ancestors. It came due to the mutation in the genes, due to improper lifestyle. Early, the people with autism, we have seen that their parents generally they had late night sleep and they woke up very early, very late in the morning. They had many junk foods. They were always in stress. Their working stress was more, and old age of the parent was another cause.
So late pregnancy is one of the important cause.
Yes, it is an important cause.
Yeah.
After the assessment of parents, 99.9% parents were above 30. Very few were below 30, but generally maximum we will see that they above 25, above 30, especially above 30. And those who were below 30, they had a lot of stress during pregnancy and low exposure to sunlight. So they lack, the women especially, they lack several multivitamins, many iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, so many things were there, especially the stress.
Yeah, actually, people who are the parent of autistic kids and those who are now coming to us for the Spotify gluten-free flour, I usually ask them, like, what was your age at the time of conceiving your child? So most of them are now saying that they were above 30 or above 32 when they conceived the child. So, I tried to Google try to find out some information in Google and also some information in various journals, leading journals of autism. Not concrete data or concrete understanding is there on this point of late age pregnancy. Does it cause increase the higher risk of autism in the children? I recently spoke in a social media with one of the mother of an autistic child from Bangladesh. Okay, so her version was in Bangladesh, it is 1 in 70 children are autistic. However, in India, it is almost like 1 in 55 or 58 children are autistic, and maybe in the urban area, as you have told in the last video, it may be 1 in 30. So then I asked her that what is the usual age of getting married or conceiving children in Bangladesh. So it is usually in the 20s. That's the best practice. The culture, the way people have been brought out there is also like they get married early, and they obviously, once they get married early, they conceive the child early. So there the risk of giving birth to an autistic kid is also lower than India. Looks to be. I'm not sure, but it looks to be. So this is an important.
I'll interrupt over here. One of my experience by taking thousands of parents' data, and I've asked them. So one thing I get in mind, I don't know it's right or wrong, that from the time India had accessibility for Wi-Fi, for mobiles, right? After that time, only India got autism children more. Previously, maybe autistic children were there, but they were associated causes with seizures or epilepsy or anything else.
Yeah.
But directly autism came, which I have been seeing. See, I belong to a small place where I had never seen a single autistic child. But recently, when I visited these 2-3 years, I have found 80-90 kids over there.
Are you talking about your Bihar side?
Yes, in Bihar.
Okay.
Everywhere where I am going, whether it is airports or railway stations or marketplaces, anywhere, everywhere I come to meet to one or the other child with autism, especially in flights, at airports, anywhere. Previously, we had not seen. See, I was married in 22 approximately. Before 22, I didn't see a single case of autism. Yes, mental retardation, I have seen few. But after my marriage, and not immediately also, when as mobile, Wi-Fi and all these things started coming, after that only I have seen. So, and I have also seen that the areas which have more accessibility of Wi-Fi, in those areas we can see more cases of autism. I don't know what is the relation. Maybe TV towers, maybe mobile towers, maybe Wi-Fi towers. So many things are there. We can't conclude.
But so what you're trying to say is something like electromagnetic rays can cause manipulation of the brain waves, basically.
Yes. This is one thing. Second thing which I saw, those who are working on these related things, gadgets and all these things, they try to marry late. This is the second thing. Okay. And the third thing, if they marry late, and one more thing is there, those who work on more these gadgets, they crave for sweets, they crave for junk foods more.
Okay.
And nowadays they are highly paid also. They don't live with the family. So whatever they want to do, they do. They want to eat ice cream, immediately they have that. Previously in joint family, everything was restricted. But now everything has changed.
Yes.
They have more money in their hand. They can do whatever they want. I don't know from where it is coming. I think it's a mixture of various things. It is due to the loads of chemicals, whether in the form of perfumes, deos, phenyls, Odonil, Odomus, many things.
So I think it is an important aspect to understand, like, what are the triggers, what are the contribution of autism. So unless we are able to understand what causes autism, we will never be able to prevent it. Once a child is born with autism, it's almost very difficult to totally reverse the condition. You can reverse almost like 40-50% if you do early stage dietary interventions, but more or less it is a Herculean task for the parent to get a reversal of the autism. And recently I had a talk with one of the specialists who is running a autistic school in Delhi side, and I asked the same question to her, she was totally in denial that late age pregnancy has anything to do with autism. So she totally denied that aspect. And that was a surprise, because what version you are saying or I am trying to understand is totally what she said. No, this is not the case. Late pregnancy is not the major reason for autism. So what is your comments on this thing?
See, till we don't get a perfect data and any research can't come, we can't tell that yes, only this is the factor. But with the data of the parents who come to me.
Sorry, we lost you.
Whether it was yesterday, whether it was 10 years back or 5 years back, whatever. Everywhere the late age pregnancy was there. Everywhere. First thing is this. Second thing, maybe I'm telling that by taking the assessment of the parents and of the child, every time this was one major reason that the parents age was more. This is first thing. And one more thing can happen as we mature, right? So we take the things very seriously. But when we are small or we are in 20s, we take things very lightly. So stress levels are very low in us. As we grow up, stresses are more, liabilities are more. So if the lady is pregnant, definitely she'll take stress of work, money, everything, or of her career, and so many things are there. So maybe this age, we can't say that 100% age is a problem, but age is a factor, because after taking assessment of so many parents, everywhere age is coming up as a barrier. Age and stress, these two things were the main thing which I have found.
Absolutely. So coming back to the second topic for the day is on the crawling. So you said that for a longer duration, if a child crawls, then it improves the motor nerve system of the brain of an infant. And so what is, can you just explain some more, and can you give some anecdotal evidence from your experience of handling these parents who with an autistic child, and tell us something on the walkers also, why walkers may not be good for the child?
Yes, sure, Arnav. This is a very good topic, in fact, and I would love to speak on this. There are 5 basic milestones which the child should achieve on time. If it is delayed, then also the child will face some problems, and if it is early, then also the problem is there. And these 5 are creeping, crawling, standing, walking, and running. Right? So creeping starts from 3rd month to 6 months, maybe 5.5 months or 6 months. Right?
Yeah.
So recently also I got many cases. So I was wondering why the child, some kids were speaking. Speaking means the kids who could imitate us, means suppose you will tell them what is your name, they will say what is your name, right? If you will tell them you want this, they will say you want this. This way they are repeating. So the kids who were speaking like this, I went into their history of their milestones. So I found that they had creeping very nicely. They had creeped, but they didn't crawl. Okay, or vice versa. They crawled, but they didn't creep. This was one thing. Second thing, the children who escaped crawling plus creeping both, they have a complete speech delay. They speak very late, or later on if they crawl, or since they are hyperactive, so they do many activities of the body with a jumping, running, climbing up, climbing down, so many things. You can't control them. So in this way, what happens, I really have fun working on all these things, and I love to monitor very nicely. So what I found, the children who didn't crawl completely, they had very poor attention span, their concentration was very low, eye contact was very poor, name response was very poor. So crawling is such a phase in which it is an independent movement of the child. If the child wants to go in a corner, they can go easily. Yes, in the beginning, they get up on all the 4 limbs, again they fall down, again they try, again they fall down. So they keep on trying, and they are successful after certain days. And after that, wherever they want to go, they go fast, they achieve their goal and they come back. They sit down, in between they crawl, then they sit, they move this side, that side. And in this way, what happens, their brain also starts working. Suppose they saw something in the corner, suppose any coin or anything. Now they want to take it, so they'll go tuck 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 tuck. They'll go pick it up. They can, it's for exploring. They take in their mouth, or some smell them, some play with them, just tactile things. So many things happen. But if the child doesn't crawl, then what? Right?
Yeah.
Then what happens? Then I have seen the children who didn't crawl, they are unable to explore. So everything is new for them, and sometimes they are afraid to touch, or sometimes they don't have fear. Both kinds of things are there.
Okay.
You just call their names, they won't respond. So what happens? The left and right hemisphere of the brain, it mutually, it doesn't work if the child is not crawling, because it's a crisscross movement, and corpus callosum is connected with both the brains. And due to this, there is no connection between, no, I can't say no connection, there's very little connection between both the brains. And due to that, everything is delayed. It is visual, auditory, olfactory, tactile, everything is delayed. If the crawling is not achieved, the speech will be delayed. There's no doubt in that. The attention will be low. And eye contact will be poor. This I've seen not in 1-2 cases, in thousands of cases I've seen.
Okay.
So to bring the speech back, we have to again start making them crawling. Just for an example, if in the curry we didn't keep the salt, we forgot to put the salt, what we will do, we will additionally add the salt. Similarly, this way, if the child is not speaking, we'll start them crawling, but little more. What they have achieved in their childhood, we have to do it more than that. And we have got success, and almost every child started speaking. Yes, some took a long time, some took less time. That was a difference. But almost every child started speaking.
Okay, that means very important aspect that for whether a child is autistic or not autistic, the crawling has to be there when they are growing up. So it is one of the major milestone, and it should not happen for 1 day or 2 days. It has to happen for some time before they start walking and then running.
And one more thing, I had just spoken to many of the cases who had paralysis, the aged people who had the stroke or paralysis. Their history was also very interesting. They had very less crawling phase in their life.
Okay. Is it? Okay.
Every case of paralysis, I spoke to them. Yes, some cases are traumatic. We can't compare them with that. But naturally, who had paralysis? Because my father also had a paralysis. 2 times he got the stroke. And when I had asked him, he told that I was very lovey-dovey kid of the child. So he was kept more in the laps of the parents or grandmothers, whatever.
Okay. So see, as a human, we all are 2-leg animal, but most of the animal are 4-leg animal. Okay. And when you have to do a coordination from the brain has to go, the signal has to go to your leg also. While crawling, all your hands are also moving apart from each other. Then there is obviously your brain is working much more than just running. So crawling is a complex process, I feel, as compared to running process. So what has been the change with respect to how this is being celebrated, the 2nd April, why it is so significant for our fraternity and our community, autism community, and what has been your experience on that particular day for the last 3-4 years?
2nd April is celebrated as World Autism Awareness Day. It's for the awareness of autism throughout the world. And the whole April month is Autism Awareness Month. Okay. And its color is known as blue color. Autism is tagged with blue color, and it was very important to celebrate this day in Telangana, in Andhra, and the whole India. So in 2017, I had been with the Disability Department of Telangana. Then I had requested them that, sir, we have to do something on this Awareness Day. Then that was the first time that my Madhav Autism Foundation, Telangana government, National Institute NIPIT, and this Disability Department. All together we celebrated World Autism Awareness Day, National Institute NIPIT, Boinpalli, Hyderabad. That year. So after that, I can say that a lot of awareness has started coming up, and every year on World Autism Awareness Day, that is 2nd April, or 1 day before or after, or as it is convenient, my foundation every year we celebrate this day, and a lot of awareness we try to create by social media, print media, electronic media, whatever is accessible for us easily. We all do. We do programs. We call many parents. We give lectures. We call means from the disability area also many people. And from last 2017 and 18, we late Lokayuk sir of Andhra and Telangana, Justice Sanjay Reddy, he also used to come and give us a lot of I can say support to our foundation, and he was such a person that he wanted to study more and more about autism. And after reading many books, he was telling me, he gave me some points also that Suman, this is this in autism, you have to do this. He was very much eager and he really helped us a lot. So we are trying our best to do, and for this reason only, for the awareness of autism only, I went to Mrs. India Telangana platform, and even I won the crown of Mrs. India Telangana in 2019, just to bring autism on this platform also, so that a huge awareness is needed. I don't want that any other child with autism should be born.
Yeah. So what you're trying to give a message, what you're trying to give a message, doctor, is you're saying that over the years the awareness level has increased only. It has not died down. Even in the lockdown last year, even in this pandemic, the things, the awareness part or the requirements of the parent, that thing is still there.
Yeah. Yes, it is need of the art, because all the youngsters, they are marrying late because they want to build up their career. That is also important, because now even you want to put your child in nursery class also, they also need 50,000 for the nursery class for a year. So and then what is the traveling expenses? So many expenses are there. Newcomers, this young generation, they don't want to be a burden on other people or their parents. They want to achieve their goal. They want to earn. Then only they want to live their life happily. And due to that, what is happening? Everything is changing, and it is more and more impacting the newborn baby.
Yeah, definitely.
That is why
I think
it's a need of the hour. A lot of awareness. At least before pregnancy, if the parents detox their body, right? They are away from this Wi-Fi and all these things. If they can, if their job doesn't allow them, then it's a different thing. But they should, at least for some months, they should detox. They should be away from these things. If they have deficiencies of vitamin D, B12 especially, and some magnesium, zinc, selenium, and all these things, if they start intaking these things, they should be more on fruits and vegetables, natural foods, I must say, more on water, and a peaceful life. They should do meditation, breathing, yoga, and all these things, walking, whatever is possible for them. Definitely it will change their life. Yeah. Especially the new baby will be healthy and very nice. In olden days, people used to get married and they used to plan for years that how we have to do, which type of baby we need. They used to plan, and they were doing a lot of things before getting pregnant. But nowadays, it's completely, totally different. So many things should be worked upon.
Like it is almost like a fast food. Everything has to be fast enough.
Yes. Instant.
Instant noodles. Okay. So this is very important to learn that the awareness part, the April is being celebrated, and especially the 2nd April is celebrated as the World Autism Day. Now, coming back to the diet, what we at Sportify, through our brand, what we are trying to educate the masses is the value of gluten-free, casein-free, and soya-free diet as the bare minimum for this autistic kid. And as we know that by the age of 8, the brain cells stop developing. So if early diet interventions are given or therapeutic interventions are given, then it is like a benefit for the autistic child. So what is your perception, and how do you understand the diet pattern which you may have seen in the is working well for the autistic children in the last 1 or 2 years? Any sudden new development or sudden triggers that you have understood about the diet?
Now, this is a very important topic, because I'll tell you, if you'll go for a blood test for these kids, right? In that, you won't find they have a gluten allergy or casein allergy or soya allergy. Recently, also we have gone for various testing, all the food tests and everything. None of them are allergic to these things. But if we are giving them gluten or casein, they instantly become very high, not little bit. So in Western countries, they say that since it's not scientifically proven, you can give it. But I have seen that as we give them any biscuits or breads or anything or chapati, immediately we can see their body language, their means the way they look at us, that also changes. Everything changes, they start, if they are verbal, they will speak more negative things, non-stop but they will start, or they'll throw tantrum, they'll scream. You can't make them sit down for a few seconds also.
Correct.
Many things changes, but every child reacts in a different way. We can't say that every child will do the same thing.
And
So
also
it's
the
very
high sugar is also not good for them. No higher amount.
Sugar
Simple sugar.
not high. Sugar, if you'll give this much also, that is enough to make them extreme hyper.
Hyper.
Yes, very hyper.
So some of the kids which I have met in last 2 years or so they are so hyper. मतलब वो एक जगह से दूसरे जगह दौड़ रहे हैं. They are running here and there in the small room also. They are running here and there. So their brain is very hyperactive at that moment, and almost for the parent it is almost like a nightmare, especially if let's say some guest comes or someone from outside people come. So many parents also feel very embarrassed in that situation. Correct?
Yes. See, we shouldn't get embarrassed. If, for example, I met with an accident, I lost my leg or something else. So embarrassment, what it will help? It is not going to help us. We should accept it and we should work upon it to overcome that. The people who make us embarrassed, that is a very bad thing. They should learn that no, these people need support. Instead of throwing telling them something or giving negative remarks, these parents and these kids need a lot of support from the society.
Absolutely. There is no point in sarcastic way of commenting on the parent, or sometimes see the neighbor is obviously coming at a second stage. Sometimes within the family itself, let's say if you are in a joint family, the family members itself, they sometimes give a sarcastic remark to the mother or to the father.
And we can say that it is illiteracy, because if you go to Western countries, these guys, these children, they are given so much respect. The parents are given so much respect over there. Everywhere they are just treated like they are something good, or for the society they are very nice. But in India it's just reverse. But even then, as I can see now in urban areas, they are respected. And not only respected, people are able to understand now.
Absolutely. I feel here one more point. I think if the family is a nuclear family, it is easier to handle the autistic child as compared to if it is a joint family. Because when you are in a joint family, you don't have a full control on the child, whether in the way the child is being brought up or on the diet pattern, because everyone is trying to give the best and many of them may not understand what type of diet is good for the child. So the nuclear family and the joint family is also an important aspect, what I feel. Another aspect is if the autistic child has a sibling, whether an elder or a younger sibling, then also the problem multifold increase. Tell us something about that, these two aspects, joint family and a sibling, where sometimes having a sibling can be a problem.
See, I won't say that siblings are a problem. Siblings are always a big support for them. You know why? Sometimes we can say everything has an exception.
Yeah.
Even this can be an exception. But generally, for these kids, siblings are really good. Why? Good. Because at least since they are their own blood relationship, at least they play with them, they interact with them. But if you go out anywhere, nobody is going to interact with these kids. In fact, they will look down like that. How they are doing like this, why they are doing like this. It's completely changed. So siblings are a big support, very big support.
So from the sibling, I'm not saying that having a sibling is bad for these kids, but so few situations viewers, I'm talking about few situations where what happens is when the sibling asks for milk, and then the autistic child also wants that milk. However, having that milk is not good for the autistic child. Then for a mother, it is so difficult to take the milk from the hand of autistic child, and it becomes such a difficult situation for the mother. I'm not saying that the sibling is good or bad. I'm saying the situation is so tricky, where one child is normal, the other child is autistic, and it is very difficult to mix and manage the thing. So what is your message in this type of situation to the mother?
See, it's a simple only. If the mother knows how to manage, it's very simple. What they have to do, first they have to feed full tummy with the child with the special needs. And after that, for example, 8 o'clock the dinner is there or 7 o'clock is there, 6:30 she should feed the child with special needs, and after that she should give other family members. So if the tummy is full, the child won't ask, and after that we can engage them in some works or something else, on some play methods or something else. And if she is going to give both the siblings together the food, definitely it will be a mess for the parent and the child. The child won't avoid those things, and it will be very difficult. So it's better give them food before their time. Means it shouldn't match with the other family members.
Correct. And the families which are coming to your foundation, are these joint family in Hyderabad or nuclear family? What is the ratio?
Both are there. Both are there, and the grandparents are big support for these kids, definitely, because the grandparents interact with them very nicely. And definitely for the grandparents, their grandchildren are more worthy than their own child. बोलते ना, सूद से ज़्यादा ब्याज प्यारा लगता है, so they love them more.
Okay. But does it create some confusion about, like, in India, because giving food is showing love. So sometimes they may not understand, means not only grandmother and grandfather, but let's say the father's brother family, maybe together they are living in the same house.
They don't understand. Right? They don't understand. Even they overlook at them. Some grandparents come to me, they tell me, ma'am, my son is full, or my children are not listening, my boy is not listening, nothing is happening to this child. After some time they will be okay by their own. हमने भी तो बच्चे पाले हैं, हमारे बच्चे भी तो ऐसे ही थे, वो अपने आप ठीक हो गए. तो वो लोग की बात गलत नहीं है, उनकी बात सही है, लेकिन उनको ऑटिज्म के बारे में नहीं मालूम है, क्योंकि वो इंडिया में बच्चों को पहले नहीं होता था उतना जो अब हो रहा है.
करेक्ट.
तो इसमें बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है. तो मैंने उनको समझाया, आंटी माँ जी आप सही बोल रहे हो, आपके जमाने में सब सही होता था, क्योंकि ज्वाइंट फैमिली थी, इट वाज जस्ट लाइक अ प्ले स्कूल, और उन बच्चों का केयर बहुत ज्यादा होता था. केयर भी नहीं हो रहा, वो दूसरे बच्चों को खाते देख के साथ में खा लिए. पहले जंक फूड्स नहीं थे, होममेड फूड था, पोल्यूशन नहीं था, ज्वाइंट फैमिली थी, काफी तरीके के माँ बाप को भी बंधन थे, बाहर जाना कम होता था, बच्चों का एक्सपोजर घर में ही बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता था, बड़े घर रहते थे, घर में आंगन रहता था, कितनी चीजें हैं. अभी सब कुछ रिवर्स हो गया. पहले सभी लोग सवेरे उठते थे, अभी सब लोग लेट सोते हैं. अब हर चीज, मतलब कि आप अगर देख लो तो एक भी चीज पहले वाली है ही नहीं, हर चीज चेंज हो गई है.
Yeah, the lifestyle is totally changed.
Yeah, completely changed. पूरा नीचे की चीज ऊपर आ गई, ऊपर की नीचे आ गई, वैसा हो गया. अभी पेरेंट्स आके बोलते, मैडम ओट्स खिलाऊं क्या? मैं उनको बोलती, आपकी मम्मी ने आपको खिलाया था क्या? नहीं, हमें नहीं खिलाया था. तो फिर आप क्यों खिलाना चाह रहे हो?
Correct.
Everything is ready.
Obviously, the processing has come in the food processing, but it is up to the manufacturer. Are they just trying to give just a food, or something which is extremely nutritious? Because in my opinion, being a food scientist and being from this fraternity as well, the food industry's fraternity, what I feel sometimes it's the business part takes over the nutrition part quite a lot. The marketing part takes over the nutrition part quite a lot. And even in big companies also, the marketing wing, the sales wing, which is bringing more money to the company. End of the day, सबकी सैलरी तो एक प्रोडक्ट बेच के ही आ रही है. एंड ऑफ द डे फूड इंडस्ट्री में तो अगर प्रोडक्ट बिकेगा नहीं तो लोगों का सैलरी या कंपनी चलेगी कैसे? सो बट स्टिल आई फील दैट देयर इज अ वे टू अर्न मनी, बट डोंट deprioritize the nutrition aspect, don't deprioritize the innovation aspect. Just by commercializing the things will not help you in a longer run. And I don't believe that a food should be just a product. It has to be designed in such a way, it has to be packed in such a way, or it has to have a value like a medicine. क्योंकि आज से 300 साल पहले ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, फूड दाई मेडिसिन, ये 300 साल पहले ही लोगों ने, बड़े बड़े साइंटिस्टों ने ये बोलते थे. मान लीजिए आज तो हम इस सेंचुरी में हैं, मतलब 300 साल पहले भी लोग यही बोलते थे, खाना आपका पहला लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस होना चाहिए. Then medicine has to be your second line of defense. Surgery need to be your third line of defense. अभी क्या है कि टोटली रिवर्स हो गया है. लोग बोलते हैं खाने से क्या हो जाएगा, है ना. न्यूट्रिशन लोग भूल ही चुके हैं, तो वो भूलना नहीं चाहिए लोगों को. न्यूट्रिशन हैज टू बी योर फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस. बट ऑब्वियसली अगर मान लीजिए कल को मेरा एक्सीडेंट हो गया और मैं रोड पे पड़ा हूँ, और ऑब्वियसली मेरा ऑपरेशन होगा टू हील द थिंग्स. At that time, no food will work. ना, you need to go to the third line of defense एकदम directly. सर्जरी करो, सर्जरी करा के एक पर्सन को बचाओ. लेकिन अगर आप तुरंत मरने नहीं वाले, आपके पास टाइम है, 6 महीने 1 साल का टाइम है, तो फूड अच्छा फूड खाओ और अपने बॉडी को हील करो, इन्फ्लामेशन हील करो, डिजीज हील करो. सो दैट्स, आई गेस the same thing applies to the autistic fraternity as well, that more they do an early interventions through a proper diet, correct diet, balanced diet, तो बहुत कुछ, मतलब बहुत सारा परसेंटेज रिवर्स हो सकता है. करेक्ट मैम जो मैंने बोला?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us about your son in this video.
Yeah, sure. My son now he is going to be 20, right? And in April only, in this autism month only, he is born.
Okay. Wish him in advance happy birthday to him.
Thank you so much. And he was definitely an epileptic child with autism and very less mental retardation.
Okay.
He was extreme hyper, no eye contact, no speech, no name response, completely running. He used to, when he was only 1.5-year-old, he ran to railway station, and we were unknown. Some people brought him from there. He used to go anywhere, he used to throw the things. He was a lover of water. Wherever he used to see water, he used to just dive in that water. And 5 people were unable to take him out from there. One time, though, he had a shower with 5 liters of kerosene oil.
Oh my God.
He did many dramas, which if I'll start telling, it will be 4 or 5 books which I can launch.
Okay.
Everywhere. So all the things were there, but yes, I really worked hard, and it was the support of our family. They also supported us very well, and due to this, I can say my mother-in-law was the best speech therapist for him. She used to talk to him a lot, and due to that, he really started speaking what she was telling, especially at the time of eating, because since he was not sitting at one place, she used to put him in her lap, and she used to just little bit bind him. Then she used to keep food in his mouth, and she used to tell him, "We will go out. हम बाजार जाएंगे, हम तुम्हारे लिए बलून लाएंगे, ये लाएंगे, वो लाएंगे." So he started imitating her from that time, and whenever he used to eat, he used to start speaking these things. Slowly, but one thing was that he was very naughty from his childhood. He was not wearing his pant, he was not wearing his t-shirt, but if some small kid used to come out at our home, some relatives, he used to wear their clothes very nicely, and when I used to give him his pant to wear, he never wore it well, ulta. But for others, he used to wear and he used to laugh. And he used to tell them, "See, I have bought clothes."
Yeah.
Now he is a good.
Definitely the journey
really
of.
Good.
Definitely the journey of mother like you is never a smooth journey. It will be always be a roller coaster ride, I guess. And let's say.
No, it's a very good journey. I'll tell you, it's a very funny journey. Lots to learn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Lots to learn.
Okay.
See, life is a struggle. If you'll go in a life which is very smooth, you are getting everything on time without any efforts, that life is not good. You should keep on learning, exploring. Yes, sometimes ups and downs come in our life. See, when a person is alive, the heartbeat goes like this, up and down, up and down. The day it is smooth, we are off.
Absolutely. And it is always pleasure to talk to you, ma'am. And thanks for accepting our offer of being in our scientific board of advisor, because we are dealing with our consumer and quite a number of consumer of our Spotify, the gluten-free brand that we are working with. many of them are autistic children, and we need to reach to the autistic children, especially below the age of 8 or below, as much as possible. Sometimes
Eight is more. They should be identified below 2 years.
now
If it
one
is
is
done,
identification. One is the identification at the age of 2 or 2.5, but the early interventions of the therapies, early
yes, those
interventions
should
of the
start
diet.
at 1.5 only.
Okay, you are saying that it has to start from 1.5 years or so. So that's why I think thanks for accepting this thing, that you being in our scientific board of advisor, and people like you who have devoted their life and doing so much for the fraternity of autism. We are blessed to have you on board, and along with you we are also trying to discover new pearls in India like you, who have for last 20-30 years, they have, because of their personal challenges, they have contributed to the society in the correct manner, not just in the business manner and not just with the vested interest, but something which is very having a noble cause, having a social cause beyond the money, basically. So that's why good to have you on board. And along with you, we also have Dr. P.P. Bose. He's a renowned pulmonologist. And why he liked the concept of Spotify is because many of the asthmatic children or the children with wheezing, they are getting benefited out of Spotify. So he liked our concept. So he's also there on our scientific board as a clinician, and on a pro bono basis, obviously. We are an early stage startup. So having great talents like you guys on our board really adds value to the revolution that we are trying to bring in, and hopefully we can create some difference in life of these parents, especially these parents, because no one can understand their condition better than their own spouse, I guess.
I can say one thing, Arnav. I hats off each and every mother, especially the mother of a child with autism or special needs. No one can beat them. They are just God on earth.
Yeah,
You won't
absolutely.
believe, you can't. If I'll keep my child or anybody's child with the spectrum with you for 1 hour, you can't manage them for 1 hour. I can challenge it. And these mothers 24/7, they are with the child. Yesterday I saw the child is beating the mother on the nose, on the mouth, took out the blood. A new case came, 10 years old guy, and the mother didn't had a tear on her face. He was smiling. And he was beating. We were three people to detach the child from the mother, but no, he was just banging her. I started crying, seeing, but she was so courageous. I hats off to these mothers. It's not easy,
Absolutely. That's why, before the adult is totally unmanageable, and by the time, whether it's a girl or a boy who is autistic and teenage and above, it is very difficult to manage at that time, because they have grown up, they have strength, and they can do whatever they want. So before we land up into that condition, it is better that when they are quite young, like what Dr. Suman is saying, that at the age of from 1.5 years till 8 years. So this is the real time to do something to condition them, to groom them. Okay, I really like that thing, and I have also personally seen one or two situations where the child is really beating the mother or pulling the hair apart. तो बहुत टफ होता है ये सिचुएशन. ओके, एक लास्ट पॉइंट आज के हमारे ये टॉक शो में, what is the probability of the autistic adults getting a job in a company in India? What I feel, that what I've read and understand from others' videos also, that an autistic adult, if he is groomed or she is groomed well, and made them learn some new skills, some of the skills which requires a repetitive action, repetitive task, those things the autistic kid can do very adult can do very well if these sort of tasks are there in any company. But on an overall, can a autistic adult get a job in India, and if so, which are the companies whom you have heard that they are hiring autistic adults?
Yes, I know. See, if they are really trained well and they love that work, okay, till these kids don't love that work, they are not going to do anything. But if they are trained and they love that work, definitely they do it more seriously than us and more better than us. But they need one person to guide them or to motivate them to continue the work. 100% I have not, I can't say that 100% we can leave them on the job. They need little support, at least little bit, verbal support, like that they need. Yes, some companies like Lemon Tree Hotels and many more companies are there. Even in Super Stop Hyderabad, I saw one boy. He has kept a tag over here. I can't speak, and he was on the billing section, and he was so happily. I was so happy to see. I welcomed him. I greeted him. And so he was so happy, and he with sign language he told that I am happy over here and I am working over here. I am getting salary. So it was. I felt happy that yes, they are getting some benefits now. Many companies are coming forward, but if they compare them with a normal kid, then it's not good. Actually, I can say they need support.
Yes.
They really need support. At least more than support, they need some guidance. One person to just guide them. Yes, you have to do the work like this, do the work like this. And in cooking section in Mumbai also, some Down syndrome children and a few autistic children, they have opened one hotel and it is running well. They are giving service so well.
Yeah, very nice.
In Hyderabad also, recently, in this month only, one child started his baking unit in Hyderabad.
Oh, very nice.
The children are doing
unit
so well. Yeah. So now it is coming up. With little support, they are doing well, and they need more exposure, more new things which they can be. It can be accessible for them.
Correct. And I've also heard that IT corporate like SAP,
Yes.
they have been also working towards inclusiveness with autistic adults, and they have hired and they are also hiring some portion of their employees as with certified
Yes.
autism. So I think those things are also really like encouragement to this ecosystem, and more companies.
And one more thing.
Big companies like SAP, if they come forward and hire at least some people with autism and then groom them, train them, and definitely they can be at one of the workforce. They can contribute to the GDP of the country.
Yes, one more thing, one good news I'll tell you. I have hired one girl just as my assistant in my clinic. She was with autism. We have trained her well. Now she is working very nicely. She is in my clinic and she is doing so well, very dedicatedly.
Wow, that's an achievement. And as an employer, I'm saying congratulations to you and thanks to you that you have been able to hire such a person. Good luck to you and to that lady. So I think we have discussed quite a lot on various 4-5 different topics, and maybe this video will be useful for the parents as well as the children or adults with autism, that all is not lost. It's something that we are very passionate about to contribute to this ecosystem. And definitely you guys being there with us, with our brand, with our company Impeccable Innovations, we can do something. Thanks, madam, for sparing some time with us, and hope to you soon. See you soon. Okay.
It was an honor to be here and associated with you. Thank you so much.